Hey, Pardon My Take listeners, you can find every episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Prime members can listen ad-free on Amazon Music. On today's Pardon My Take, we have future Hall of Famer Julian Edelman, maybe. He's a Hall of Famer. I don't know. We'll talk to him. We have a great interview with Jules. He's doing our podcast and our podcast alone. No big deal. We're going to talk a little death of the Super League. There was a Lakers Twitter catfishing that was ridiculous. Hot seat, cool throne. Some great listener FAQs. A packed show for the people. And we're brought to you by our friends at Noom. Noom. N-O-O-M. Did I use 3 O's there? N-O-O-M. 2 O's. There it is. Think about everything you've ever learned about getting healthy. There's a lot of contradictory information out there, and things like that old-fashioned food pyramid aren't much help. I do the hot dog diet. I don't think it's healthy. That's where Noom comes in. You know how to chew. You know how to use chopsticks, kind of, and how to fold a slice of pizza so the cheese doesn't slide off and you get that perfect first bite. But do you really know how to eat? Noom says if you want to lose weight, it's not about one thing you ate today, but how you eat in general. So check out Noom, because guess what? They're going to help you with eating better, to feel better, understanding cravings, knowing how to shop, knowing no food is bad. Having more energy will come with this. Enjoying exercise again, fitting better in your clothes, feeling good about your choices, improved sense of self-worth and mood, less stress. All of this with Noom. It's healthier lifestyle altogether. It's all-encompassing. It's not something that is going to fix you in 2 seconds. It's something that is built for the rest of your life. Long-lasting habits are important, and Noom will help train you with that. So it is based in psychology. Noom teaches you why you make the choices you do and gives you the tools to replace your habits with healthier ones. Noom's cognitive behavioral approach means you're not just losing weight. You're building the habits you need to keep it off. And Noom is forgiving because you're human. If you go off track today, you'll be back on track tomorrow. That is what Noom will do. Everyone is busy. That's why Noom doesn't demand much of your time. They only ask for 10 minutes a day. And there's a science to getting healthier. It's called Noom. Sign up for your trial today at Noom, Noom.com/PMT. Learn how to eat again with Noom. Sign up for that free trial today at Noom, Noom.com/PMT. If you're ready to learn how to live healthier, sign up again at Noom today. Noom, Noom.com/PMT. Do it, and let's get healthier in 2021. Okay, let's go.
It's Pardon My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.
Welcome to Pardon My Take, presented by Noom.com. Get healthier today with Noom.com/PMT. Noom.com/PMT. Today is Wednesday, April 21st, and the Super League is dead. We fucking killed that stupid son of a bitch.
Play the Coldplay song.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, bring that up. R.I.P. to the Super League.
Oh, I thought we liked the Super League.
We hardly knew. We liked the name.
Yeah, we were.
And hopefully, I mean, if the Premier League is smart, they'll just rebrand as the English Super League, and then nobody can ever cut them out of that again. But yeah, basically, what it all boiled down to was there was a group of very rich people, a bunch of billionaires who didn't think they should pay for their own fucking stadiums, and they tried to organize the mass exodus, and they were like, well, what's going to happen? There's going to be a bunch of poor people that are upset. What are they going to do? Not buy our shit anymore? Turns out that over in Europe, yeah, poor people actually do that. Mm-hmm. They actually fight back. So it was 18 hours. Excuse me, 18
hours.
18-hour league, and I just hope Texas A&M puts it up on the side of the stadium as their victory.
Yes. The so, Hank, you say Americans that created the Super League. Let me ask you this brain buster real quick.
That's just the knowledge I learned from troops on Monday.
In order to kill something so evil as the Super League, you have to create it. So shouldn't Americans get credit for creating something that the world can get behind and kill.
Good point.
Like the nuclear bomb?
We did this. Mm-hmm. We created and killed it, so we deserve all the credit. Specifically this show and generally America, I would say.
It was a great test. All along it was a test. It was an experiment, and guess what? There are 12 teams that failed. Mm-hmm. We put together this idea of a giant league that would suck the soul out of sports.
No, we didn't. Marshall Henderson did.
Marshall Henderson put it together, and then we saw, surely Manchester United and Juventus and Leeds won't join this. Leeds actually did. They passed the test by not joining.
Yeah.
But then all these big teams were like, yeah, we're greedy, we're money hungry. Guess what?
Gobble,
you guys really showed your ass because you're the bad guys.
You rich motherfuckers. We beat your ass.
Isn't this bad for our World Cup chances?
No, it's great for World Cup chances because Pusilic and Dest and all the other great players that we have right now, they all just happen to be on teams that would have been in the Super League and not been allowed to play. So now guess what? USA World Cup 2022.
Qatar.
2022.
Another great idea.
That's
have a World Cup in the middle of the desert.
That's what's so funny because we were trying to figure out with troops why FIFA was coming down on the side of the fans. And we figured it out afterwards. It's because FIFA controls UEFA, the Champions League, and the Super League would have sucked all the money out of UEFA. So that's why FIFA was doing this, not because they're like some big... No. FIFA's like, listen, we're okay with letting North Korea into our tournaments, but a European player that doesn't compete in the Champions League, see ya.
Yeah.
Now, excuse me, we have a bunch of slaves to go bury in Qatar.
Yes. Whoa. Damn, dropped the hammer on them.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, FIFA isn't a good actor in any of this. But we did kill it. It's over. Thank God it's over. The fans, mostly from us and leading the charge, I would say. I mean, that clip from Troops on the show on Sunday had a lot of people interacting with it, had a lot of people watching it, so we got the message out there. I saw James Corden just basically watched it and then did his own, like Troops. He just basically did a cover band of Troops. No big deal.
Didn't drop the N-bomb like Troops did, though.
No, he did not.
Do that.
No, he did not.
Do you guys see the World Cups during football season?
Yeah, no, because they did doing it in a fucking desert.
That's crazy.
They had to create these huge stadiums with air conditioning. It's one of the dumbest things ever.
You know what? I bet you that there's going to be 24 hours of football that take place then.
Yes,
you're gonna,
soccer and football.
3 a.m. football.
And football time.
Yeah.
That we'll have to do a marathon for that. This is me just writing checks I don't want to cash later.
I did learn that there are more players on the U.S. men's team than just Pulisic, so that was a win for soccer awareness in America, so credit to the Super League for doing that. I think it was all good. All good came from this. We all got together. There's nothing like a common enemy that everyone could just get pissed off at. So, job well done. Again, mostly by us, but job well done.
I'll take credit for it. I'd say that like the two biggest successes of this podcast have been, one, bullying Nyquist the horse off Twitter, and then two, ending the European Super League.
Yes, there it is. 1 and 2. So that one, just like easy as could be. Moving on.
Now, but there is something that popped up in the back of my head. When this was all put to bed like so quickly. They're going to try this again in like 2 years.
Yeah, we'll beat the fuck out of it again.
They're going to learn from what happened this time, and they're going to do it like in the dead of night.
Yeah, but we found
They'll
out
probably do it during the Olympics, like when Putin invaded the Crimea.
But we found out they're bitches.
They are bitches.
So we'll just fuck them up again.
They are bitches.
We will fuck them up again. When they come at us, we will fuck them up again. All right, so the other news we had was Lakers Twitter had a catfish problem, which is I think we were long overdue for a good catfishing. And it was to catch you up, which is it's inconsequential, but it's also very funny. Basically, there was a female, or we don't know the real identity of the person.
There was
someone who was pretending to be a attractive woman who was very much into the Lakers, did podcast appearances, possibly faked cancer, then possibly faked her own abduction, which is the no. You can do one or the other. You can't do both. And was exposed. And again, I just love any catfishing story online because it's actually incredible that it doesn't happen more often when you think about, like, where can you find horny dudes that if you just talk a little bit of sports, they will simp for you forever. Oh, yeah, the internet.
I think it probably does happen a lot. We just find out about it when it gets caught. People are just really good at pretending to be women online, I think.
My idea was...
Laker Daniela is what we should call her.
Should be out there. My idea was... Why isn't anyone... So, like, all these stories are pretty much the same arc, where it's like someone creates an account, puts an avatar up there that's not them, gets in a community, and then gets like one or two close friends, gets exposed, deletes their account. I don't know why aren't people buying penny stocks of this account right now? Because what if, like, there's got to be a 1 in a million shot that the catfisher actually is the chick. And if you start white knighting now when everyone's going at her, you're truly the like, yo, are these guys bothering you online guy?
Yeah. No.
And what's the worst thing that happens?
Nothing.
You end up with a fucking dude who loves the Lakers.
Yeah,
you can hang
a buddy to watch the games with. Yeah,
who you could sext with and jerk off to.
And very worst case scenario, you look like a good guy for being like, I'm the last person that will defend the honor of this probably dude. You know what? Dudes need white knighting too. Yeah. I don't know why that gets reserved exclusively for females. Like every now and again, it would be nice if somebody white knighted for us.
Dudes supporting dudes. I always I say that when I texted Titus, our good friend Mark Titus, because he had a nice tan, and I was like, dude, you got a sick tan. Like, we should do that more often to each other.
Dudes rock.
Yeah.
Go tanning?
No, just be like, hey, you look good. Yeah. Like, hey, you look good, bro. Hey. Why not just say it? I'm looking at you right now. I can't say it, but if you were looking good, I would tell you look good.
Watch this. Jake looks nice today. Jake can't look at him while you say it.
He's not wearing glasses.
Jake looks nice today.
Ew.
Yeah. Hot.
Mean.
I'd like to.
Not as much gel today.
Oh. It's natural.
Okay, yeah, I like
it natural.
I like my.
I got a button down for
more
tonight.
fuss for the love, yeah.
I like my PMT Sports Biz guys with less makeup on.
What is tonight?
Lugers for Stool Bench Mob. They've ended. They're done. They ended the podcast, so they're doing a big farewell.
Season 1. Rip. Well, we're still doing once a week. Thursday releases.
You know what we should do? Sorry. We should hire Vivian.
Yeah,
just in the chance that she's real.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Like, she got abducted. She's got cancer. She might. Hopefully, she survives this ordeal. In the chance that she's real, we should hire her to be on the show, to be our Lakers stats girl. If it turns out that Vivian is actually really Vivian, she is our official Lakers correspondent.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay,
like it's in the finance world. It's a distressed asset. We're buying distressed assets in the hope that we can turn them around.
Undervalued.
So we buy the distressed asset. It's 1 in a million shot that she's actually who she says she is. But if she is, she'll remember that we were the ones who had her back.
She's a Kevin Youkilis. She's like, if we're doing Moneyball, she gets on base.
Right.
Doesn't matter how she gets there.
So the other part of the story, there was a couple other funny elements. Kevin Durant is now the king of Twitter. So he was on Twitter Spaces, like getting the breakdown. Kevin Durant, we have given him a lot of shit. We've called him the Triple B many times, and I just think that he has persisted so much online as being just an online dude that he's won everyone over who's like, oh, you're so lame for being online all the time. And he just stayed online. And now it's like, no, he's cool because he's like us.
I'm removing the Mayor of Twitter handle title from Chrissy Teigen, giving it to Kevin Durant, because Chrissy shows up and she just like tweets and then hopes that she gets all her friends to retweet her and tell her how great and funny she is.
Yes.
Kevin Durant actually engages with everybody online, and he engages with like every single Twitter development. Like the people, you know how sometimes you get a notification on Twitter, it's like, hey, we're rolling out this new feature, give it a shot. All those go to Kevin Durant, and he tries them out immediately.
Right.
Fills out the forms, sends them back. He's on Spaces.
Yes.
He's running. He's probably the biggest power user of Twitter Spaces. He is the official mayor of Twitter, as far as I'm concerned.
He is. And then
was he catfished by it?
No, he jumped into a Twitter Spaces and just asked for like a rundown by a guy who there was a guy, unfortunately, who did like kind of fall in love with this chick who's not a chick. And then also Taylor Rooks jumped in, and everyone like what they've made Vivian out to be is what Taylor Rooks is in real life, and they all like she was trending just because she went into a Twitter space, which was hilarious. Ice Cube's son, O'Shea Jackson Jr., he retweeted being like find Vivian. Markieff Morris did that. The whole internet was like whole Lakers internet, and it was just a very again catfishing stories. I feel like we haven't had a good one in a while. So, and then she deleted her account, never to be seen again.
So, the person in the pictures of Vivian, I know that a few of them were Photoshopped, kind of like the college admissions thing. She was like playing water polo at some point. But the background's always changed for her. But it is a real person, right? The individual exists.
Yes.
Whoever that person is, should take on Vivian's personality right now. It should be like Doug's.
Right.
It should be like Doug's. Vivian should see that there's a brand built around her already. She should just learn everything she can about the Lakers right now. Hop online and boom, she's immediately accepted as
she's
an
there.
expert.
She's ready to roll. I like that. So she's kind of made like she's almost what is it? What do you call it, Billy? What do you call it? Like butterfly and the moth and the larva. What is it called?
Metamorphosis?
Yeah, there it is. She's someone can hop into the larva sac and come out a beautiful butterfly, which is not a pun because her name is Butterfly, her Twitter handle. I didn't do that on purpose.
Okay.
But it is. I just realized that.
But what is it, Butterfly?
It's Butterfly 424 or something.
Okay.
So
it's actually remarkable that you're able to build such a strong brand with such a lame handle.
Yeah. Well, she did gain 16,000 followers solely off of the fact that she got fake abducted and had fake cancer.
That's true. So, I mean, she also was attractive, which helps.
Yes.
You know what? All right, here's how I feel about the whole catfishing thing, because everybody online, to a certain extent, pretends to be somebody that they're not. Right?
We're all losers.
We're
all losers.
Is that too deep for 420?
We're all losers.
It's the fact. Like, everyone puts forth what they want to put forth online. And so we're all just catfishing
This is why celebrity, worship is so stupid. It's the old, like, I can't believe this celebrity couple got divorced. Like, oh, well, I can because they had a marriage.
Like Big Cat, and Hank, we don't actually write any of this show. We're just the beautiful faces just to suck you guys in.
Jake writes everything.
Jake writes
Bubba.
When Jake's wearing his glasses, he writes everything.
Yeah, he's our head writer.
I know what we can do with these guys.
Jake, I remember what I was going to ask you. Chet Holmgren.
Yeah.
Gonzaga got another lanky white guy. Surely this will take him over the top.
We'll see.
I think that's all I wanted to say.
I thought Jake broke that news yesterday because he tweeted out Chet Holmgren to Gonzaga. And I was like, Jake, are you breaking news? He's like, no, I'm just watching his live stream and reporting.
Also, Chet Holmgren is not, like, if we're just going name alone, that's a fucking country music, like a failed country music act in Nashville.
Yeah.
That's not a number one pick, number one recruit to Gonzaga.
I would say, like B-list country musician / probably the best used car salesman in Columbus.
Yeah.
From Minnesota.
Come on down, see Chet.
What are they doing? What's Mark Few doing in Minnesota?
Jalen Suggs.
He's just stealing the whole state.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, should be interesting.
It did bother me a little. I say that jokingly about Chet Holmgren simply because I saw it, and like if Wisconsin was at its peak as a program, we should get a guy like that, a fucking tall, lanky
dude
kind
of guy
from Minnesota,
especially with reciprocity.
Yeah, right, exactly. It should be us. So what else do we have? I saw a crazy stat I wanted to throw out there. Because we respect credit to us, by the way, for getting ahead of the respecting Steph more the night before he went for 49. That felt good, but he is insane. He's off the charts right now.
So it's kind of progressed over the course of the last week. It's been like Steph is unreal. That's what it started with. Then it's Steph is insane. Now Steph is unconscious.
Steph is unconscious and maybe MVP, but not.
I'm going to start the train on that.
Do it.
Steph for MVP.
Do it. Windhorse would get. Well, no. Let's see how many games he played.
I think Steph Curry should be the most valuable player of the league.
If he didn't play enough games, Windhorse would get really mad at you. Okay, let's do it.
No one's ever done what Steph's done.
No one has ever done what Steph's done. It's true. What is it, 73s in the last 10 games?
You cannot tell the story of the NBA in the year 2021 without mentioning Steph Curry.
That's a fact. It also just shows how stupid we are as sports fans and how, like, in the moment, because I did, of course, it's just one person on Twitter, but I do think there's a sect of people who are like, Steph can't do it alone. And you're like, dude, in 2015, he was the best player on a championship team that won 67 games. And the next year, he was the best player on a team that won 73 games.
Right. They're just saying, like
I think he can. He obviously has help, but he can be the best player on a great team.
Right. They're saying also, like, if you took away all of Steph's good players, then his team wouldn't be as good. Yeah,
right.
That's probably just a fact.
One of the best. One of the best arguments out there. Maybe we don't respect Clay enough.
Maybe we don't respect Joel Embiid enough either.
Dude, Joel Embiid's insane. The one thing about Joel Embiid, though, he's so good, and he makes the ball look so small in his hands, and it looks like he's playing on like a mini hoop because he's so large and so like incredibly skilled. The one thing with Joel Embiid, though, is every time he hits the ground, I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
It's over.
Which is actually, I think that's contributing to the Joel Embiid for MVP conversation. The fact that he hasn't gotten severely injured this year.
Yeah.
He's figured it out.
He is at a level, though, where he just dominates. Like, when he has the ball, it's just, okay, he's either going to score or he's going to make something happen every single time. And he does. He is just an enormous human being.
When he caught that home run, and then he took a picture of his hand holding it, and it looked like a one of those Cadbury cream eggs.
Yeah, Andre the Giant.
Yes,
Andre the Giant holding his Cadbury cream eggs just right in your hand.
Yep,
the perfect spot in the
perfect
palm
analogy,
of your hand.
Perfect analogy, cousin. By the way, hand up.
Yeah,
I fucked up with cousin.
Why?
Because I should have said nephew. Snoop always says nephew, not cousin.
Yes. And cuz instead of like...
No, cuz still doesn't sound great.
But cuz sounds better than cousin.
He also says cuz.
Cuz, yeah. And he has said cousin, but it was also the delivery. I just don't know if anyone can deliver Snoop Dogg except Snoop Dogg.
No cap.
Right.
He throws around Unc, too.
Yeah, Unc. He actually says every relative...
Any other family member.
Yeah.
Here you go, cousin.
Yeah, damn it.
Hello, my brethren.
Listen, there are some shots that you wish you could take back in life, but you know what? Shoot or shoot.
Yes.
Steph Curry.
You got to keep going.
Sometimes I have weeks where I'm off. Sometimes I'm unconscious.
Yes. All right. So the other thing. The stat I wanted to say that I wanted to throw out there because it fucking blew my mind. Ben Fox tweeted this. Fawkes. I said that like Fox, the network.
Like the guy that overthrew Parliament?
Guy Fox. Dodgers have been favored in 96 straight games dating back to 2019 season finale versus the Nationals. They've been favored in 134 of the last 136 games. That's stupid.
It is stupid.
That actually is not respect the Dodgers. It means that people respect the Dodgers too much.
Way too much. That tells me that they're overvalued.
That's insane. 134 out of the last 136 games.
Is it profitable? Do you know?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Isn't that insane?
They still haven't won a real ring, though.
That's true. They are really, really good. And it's not... Whatever. It's... You know what? I feel like whenever a team's really, really good out west, you can just be like, we'll deal with that later.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
Like, who cares?
Because for whatever reason, you always think we won't have to face them until like at least the second leg of the playoffs.
Well, and it's just like, like the games are on at late at night. I don't really see them dominating. Like, who cares? We'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anything else before we get to Hot Seat Cool Throne? Anything?
My fantasy team lost.
Fuck, I'm sorry.
1-1 Team Head Express.
What happened this week?
Just,
it's only one game a week?
Had some COVID issues this week.
Actually, I take that question back.
You don't
strike that from the record.
Don't care.
Strike that from the record.
Don't. You just gotta like ask a.
I shouldn't have said anything.
I mean, I'm waiting for
Mondesi
to get off the IL.
Look what you did, Hank.
I know.
It's just unreal. Like this guy, he hasn't even swung a bat yet.
Where'd you pick him?
I think I took him like 5th round, 6th
round.
It was great. It was great value, actually.
Yeah, but you need that to come through.
I needed to come through, but it's a long season.
A best ability's availability.
That's absolutely
and
right.
he's not
stone
out
hands.
there for you.
Got to keep the stone hands.
I'm not papering out on this. I'm not Man Ewing.
So wait, what happened this week?
So I actually got really, really badly beat. I think I lost like 1-8-1.
But it still counts as only one loss.
Yeah, it counts as one loss.
So who cares?
We're 1-1 in the season. We're keeping things level for right now. We're lurking.
Yeah. Who cares?
I always say
loss.
if you're 5 games back at the All-Star break, you can make a run.
Yeah, absolutely. There it is. All right, let's get to Hot Seat Cool Throne. It's brought to you by our friends at ZipRecruiter. That's why hiring can feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/PMT. When you post a job on ZipRecruiter, it gets sent out to over 100 top job sites with one click. Then ZipRecruiter's matching technology finds people with the right skills and experience for your job and actively invites them to apply. In fact, ZipRecruiter is so effective that 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. It's no wonder over 2.3 million businesses have come to ZipRecruiter for their hiring needs. So while other companies overwhelm you with way too many options, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack, and right now you can try ZipRecruiter for free at this web address, ZipRecruiter.com/PMT. Once again, remember to go to this unique place, ZipRecruiter.com/PMT. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. ZipRecruiter.com/PMT. Whether you're looking for people to hire, whether you're trying to find a new job, ZipRecruiter has it all. So go check it out, ZipRecruiter.com/PMT. Okay, Hank, Hot Seat Cool Throne.
You want me to go?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. I feel like the expression nature is healing may be overused sometimes, but last night I thought it was extremely appropriate. Foul ball guy is my hot seat. Crowds, fans are back in baseball. Nature is healing. There was a home run hit, and I think it was the Phillies game, and foul ball guy went sprinting, like it landed in the seats. Foul ball guy, you just see him come in the frame, absolutely hauling ass, and as he gets to the ball, he fell, and then the clip that I saw, it fell before you even saw if he got the ball. Like, it seemed like he fell, and then he was reaching, and the clip ended, but hot seat foul ball guy. He's clearly not, he's been off for a year. He's not in form. He's slipping. He's falling. I don't even know if he got the ball.
No, the hustle's still there.
Yeah,
the hustle's there, but he's rusty.
Yeah,
he's not like mid-season prime foul ball guy. First of all,
let me stop you there. Let me
prime
stop you right
time
there.
foul ball guy is catching that ball.
Let me stop
he
you
doesn't
right
even
there.
need to run for it.
Let me stop you right there. What was it? Was it a foul ball he was going for?
No, but
that's home run ball guy. That's home run ball guy.
He doesn't catch foul
His
balls.
name is foul ball guy.
Home run ball.
No, he catfished you into thinking he was a foul ball guy.
Yeah,
he's a home run ball guy.
Yeah.
And
he texted me this morning. He said, "Yo, I need to redeem myself after last night's debacle in Philly.
He knows
Did you
he's
see
an
my
ox.
spectacular fail? Let's hit up a game. Yankees, Phillies. We'll do it for YouTube and get hundreds of thousands of views. Hope you're doing well."
Sounds lucrative.
There's one person here that should go to a game with him.
Frank the Tank.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think you can get him in position?
Yes.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Frank, yes.
Frank would maybe turn around all his luck.
It would have to be like in the Sandlot where Benny the Jet put the guy in the outfield and was like, "Stand here, I'm going to hit it into your glove." He could do that during batting practice.
Yes,
well,
absolutely.
He could put Frank in a position to make a catch,
and then maybe even bring the alternate jerseys, flip Frank out in and out of jerseys to get the players throwing him balls. I just love foul ball guy. Like, I just hope that in 20 years I'm turning on a game and he's just flailing around in the outfield, just grabbing balls. Like, it's great. It's perfect.
It was so nice to see you. Just see him hauling fucking ass.
Right. Him and Marlins band back to back.
I love seeing the hustle out of him because you can control your effort, you can control your preparation. He did both. It's just a matter of getting the reps back before he starts catching those home runs again. I'm sure about that.
I think about that episode probably more than any other episode we've ever done.
I mean,
just
it's
because
an all-timer.
Marlins man called me and was like threatening to sue me. This is before we were friends. This was our first interaction with him, and I think the reaction, people were like, "Fuck Marlins man" after that episode, and he called me the next day like threatening all this legal act. It was one of the wildest.
We should have him back
of
on.
all the people we've had on. It was one of the wildest post interviews of all time.
Yeah.
But yeah, foul ball guy got to get back on his game. My cool throwing, we mentioned it earlier, but guys named Chet. White Boy Summer, and then the number one recruit going to Gonzaga. And guys, Dave has a new season of videos coming out.
Dave has a new season of videos coming out. Federal
June.
crime.
Yes, that is a federal crime.
No, June season 2.
Oh, Little Dicky show.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
also federal crime.
That's a show I've been meaning to get around to watching because everybody that I know watches the show and absolutely loves it.
It's really, really good.
I'm going to watch Dave. That's my resolution.
There you go.
By the time I speak to you on next Wednesday's show, within the next week, I will have started Dave.
Wow. That's
powerful.
You know what? I'm going to say it.
Are you going to do it?
It's freaky.
You're a hero.
It's freaky.
No, like that's dude. You're sure you're going to sign yourself up? For that?
I'm big into setting goals
because I heard the
freaky stuff.
fine language there. You didn't say you were going to finish it. You said you were going to start it.
No, it's important to set goals. Big Cat, there's an art to this. Here's two things you have to do.
Hero's move.
One, set goals. Boom, check that off. Checked off one goal already. Mm-hmm. 2, set attainable goals.
Yes.
3, start watching a show on Netflix within a week.
Yeah.
I'm going to be able to fulfill on 2 out of those 3 already, and 3 out of 3 by next week.
I was going to try. I was going to say I would join you, but I don't think I don't want to fail.
You can do it.
I don't want to fail. I already set my goal last week or yesterday of saying I'm going to do a respect list once a week, but maybe monthly, but also probably yearly.
But you said you didn't say when you were going to do it.
Right.
You're going to start doing it, so it could start at any point.
And it could be yearly.
You know what the best goal is of all time? If you just don't have any
when you're down 2-0
objectives
in hockey.
No, soccer is the most dangerous.
Got
league.
it. Yeah.
If you say I'm going to start drinking more water.
Yeah.
And then if you just have like a glass of water, boom,
done.
Checkmate.
Other cool throwing. Jake just showed me that his phone wallpaper is a picture of him and Marlins man. I mean, him and foul ball guy.
It's not my wallpaper. I have a picture with him.
Let me see.
Pull it back up.
You went and found him?
No, I saw him on the subway.
And you were like, "Hey, I'm
I
big
thought the
fan."
videos were cool.
That's cooler than
was
seeing
this
him in
pre-you
a baseball
Barstool?
stadium.
Yes.
That's perfect. God damn it, I love you, Jake. That's so perfect.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, I watch your videos.
I watch the videos. I like them.
I like the tips that you had on getting the foul balls.
Well, not the tips, just like the behind the scenes stuff.
Right. But there were a lot of tips in it.
Yeah, there are a lot
when
of
he
tips.
does when he drops his glove, that's like attached
with
to
the
string.
and he pulls it up. And I think he puts a water bottle in between the gloves so it like traps it. Something like
nice.
that. Yeah.
That's really
No one in the world. This is the thing. Like I used to be like, oh, foul ball guy, he's annoying. He's elbowing people, and then I realized something. You respect greatness. He's number one on the respect list. You will never see a foul ball guy again like foul ball guy.
No.
Ever.
Do you think he'll probably have a kid just to get more foul balls?
Yeah.
Just to bring to the games and teach his son or daughter how to get more foul. Which one do you think
I
he
should
wants
loan
more?
him my kid.
A son or a daughter to just as a prop to collect more balls? I feel like a daughter wearing like a full kit,
Yeah. Maybe a seeing eye dog.
a puppy, foul ball puppy.
Yeah. Compassionate, like whatever they call
Yeah,
it.
he'll probably get into that.
Yeah.
Is that it, Hank?
Good job, Hank.
Hold on. Great job.
Thanks.
My hot seat is golf and the way that people are paid out for winning golf tournaments.
Uh-oh.
Because there's I'm probably going to absolutely butcher the explanation of this, but there's a bonus structure that's going to reward the biggest stars in golf. It doesn't matter how you finish in the tournament for that weekend. It matters how much fan engagement and sponsor engagement you drive. So it's basically
Great for Max.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's the Max Homa rule.
Wait, so we can make them money?
We can make them money
They
by
could
driving
pay us
engagement,
back?
and they could potentially pay us back.
Whoa.
So that's my cool throne was going to be us because we can play both sides of this coin very easily.
Whoa.
So they're saying in the explanation it said it's going to be given to players that drive engagement like Tiger Woods. So Tiger's probably going to be collecting checks even if he's not playing. And then they said,
I mean, there's a lot of engagement a month ago.
yes, tons of it. Yeah, his driving ability was just it made Bryson DeChambeau look awful. And then Ricky Fowler, he's on the list too. They're really disrespecting Max
Respect
by
Ricky.
not mentioning it.
So we need to get this. Sounds like a scheme that will probably get us in trouble, but will be lucrative for a short period of time.
I don't think you can get in trouble for defrauding the PGA Tour.
I'm going to agree.
I think that public sentiment would
The
be
way
on
you
our
said it,
side
I'm
for
going
that.
to totally agree. The way you put that.
I mean,
is correct.
the entire sport is based on the honor system,
Right.
So if we just sign a card at the end of every show, or like underneath, if we put a picture up on our Twitter accounts saying like we certify that we are not gaming this system, they have to trust us unless there's video evidence.
And I think we've actually had this conversation with our lawyer, Mr. Portnoy, that's another guy we got to get on again because it's been a while. But is it a scheme or a fraud if you just admit it out loud? Because we're telling everyone what we're going to do.
Yeah, we've asked him that question.
I think he
and
said
as a lawyer,
no. I think he said go ahead.
Yeah, he's like, go ahead, but I want nothing to do with it.
Right, which means really go ahead
So-
and slide in, pass us some money in the back.
We are absolutely going to do everything that we can to get Max Homa this extra money. Because
Done.
Brooks will do it on his own.
Yes.
I'm sure. Max might need some help from us.
Yes.
Wait, we're going to be nicer to Max.
Meh. I
Max-
think Max likes where he's at. He likes the little fucking ball busting,
You remember, like, this was probably 10, 15 years ago when they talked about doing the original Super League, which was the Tiger Tour. Mm-hmm. They were saying Tiger could just break away from the PGA Tour,
Right.
host his own tournaments. This is kind of like that, but for John Daly.
Yeah.
Like, John Daly could show up and collect all this money
think-
every single week.
I think doesn't he still have an exemption at like wherever he won didn't he win a US Open? No. He won did he win
Yeah, he won a U.S. Open,
I
right?
think it was Britain, Scotland, whatever.
he has some exemptions
PGA?
somewhere. I want to say that he.
I think it was the British Open.
Kiradech Finbarmrat. He'll also be another
Happy
one.
Barnrat. That's the guy
Yeah.
you guys want on the show. He's
Yes.
the one who, yeah.
He's going to be making a lot of money off it. If like each vape, you know how they have
It's
like
Britain or Scotland.
we wish that they
Calling
would
it.
show how much each putt's worth at the end of a tournament. Every time, what's his name again, Jake?
I think it's pronounced Affy Barnrat.
Nah,
It's not
1995
I
Open
I think.
Championship
I'm
at
not
St.
positive.
Andrews.
Affy Barnrat. Every time he blows a sick cloud, they should show us how much money in like PGA Tour buzz cash or whatever they're going to call it. He's making.
Yes.
2 majors.
2 majors. What was the other one?
91 PGA Championship at Crooked Stick and 95 Open Championship at St. Andrews. That's what I was thinking of.
So maybe he gets a. I don't know how the exemptions work. I kind of like that idea that like Freddie Couples is going to be playing the Masters forever. All right, my hot seat is my favorite kids show, Bluey, which I have talked about a couple times before. If you're not watching it, if you have kids and you're not watching it, well, you're stupid. But you actually might be on. You might be good because there was an article that kids cartoon Bluey criticized for not having disabled, queer, poor, gender diverse, or dogs of color, prompting important debate.
Aren't they blue healers?
Yeah, it's dogs. It's a show about cartoon dogs.
Are the dogs
It's a show about cartoon dogs.
okay? And they don't have any dogs of color?
It's a show about cartoon dogs.
Okay. No poor dogs?
It's a show about cartoon dogs. It's crazy.
Can dogs be rich?
It's
Actually, yeah, there was that one Chinese lady that left all of her money to her dog.
I just love that idea that it's like, well, I wasn't represented in Bluey.
So
none of us were because we're not dogs.
It's a show about dogs.
Cartoon fake dogs. It's 8 minutes an episode.
This is actually probably the world's richest dog right here, the Doge.
Yeah, Dogecoin.
Although
Doge Day.
I was sold a bill of goods about Doge Day today.
What?
Everybody was just saying Doge is going to go to the moon today. I packed my bags. So
I could never see that happening. Damn. Fuck. And then my cool throne is the Bengals jerseys because they didn't really change them.
Yeah.
That was the lamest. Like, hey, look at this. Like, what? I can't
look at
really?
Joe Burrow's fucking scars is really the takeaway.
Did you see that quote, though, he had? Holy
quote.
shit, I got to find it. It was awesome. This is oh, damn, that is a huge scar. Whoa. It's the anti-Trevor Lawrence quote. Mm-hmm. Not to bash Trevor Lawrence, who we're rooting for, but he said, if I died without scars, that just means I did nothing worth fighting for.
I think that was in Braveheart, too.
Pretty fucking cool. Battle scars. Damn, that's fucking insane. That thing, you got to get a tattoo on that.
Yeah.
Cover that up.
The jerseys, like on the socks, they should have a tiger stripe where his scar is.
Yeah.
Add an extra stripe to it.
Yeah, but the jerseys were not different.
They weren't really. I actually think that since it's well known that the Bengals ownership is the thriftiest, shall we say?
Yeah.
They're the most careful with their money of any of the major franchises, and they probably just took the old uniforms and had somebody remove some of the stitching.
Yep.
And they're like, look, it's a minimalist. We deconstructed the old jerseys to give it a cleaner feel.
The only thing that I got out of this, the Bengals jerseys, is I think the NFL in the next 2 years, I'm going to call my shot, is going to change the one shell only rule so that there can be multiple different helmets all year long, and it's going to be sick. That will be a big time, like, fans win with all the cool helmets.
I agree.
Because, like, the Bengals all whites, like, those need white helmets.
Yes.
They have to have
It'd be
them.
amazing. Billy, what kind of tiger is that?
Bengal.
What?
What?
The white tiger?
They're white
Bengals.
Siberian tiger?
They're white Bengal tigers.
Yeah. White, really?
Albino.
I don't think
Bengal tigers.
there might not be able to
There
have
should be more
white
tigers
Siberian
of color,
tigers.
I think, in the NFL.
That's true. If you're a tiger and you watch, Edo is probably watching it and being like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I might be crazy, but I think it's the NFLPA that doesn't want the multiple helmets for breaking in new helmets.
Either way, I'm just calling my shot.
They'll probably figure out a way.
Yeah.
I think that if it was going to make enough money for the NFL, Roger Goodell could have figured out a way to spin zone.
Switch
the whole,
the
like, it's not as safe.
There'd be
That's
so
never
many
really-
cool ways.
Never really
Cool
stopped them in
helmets.
the past.
Yeah. All right, Billy, your hot seat, cool throne.
My hot seat is Joey Bosa for being extremely horny on TikTok.
Ooh.
He was seen using a massager on himself on TikTok and with a TikTok model, Jenna Berman.
I think it's his girlfriend.
Yeah.
What do you mean a massager?
He was literally just like using one of those.
Magic
The
wand?
Theraguns?
Yeah.
on his. So what's so horny about that?
He was using it on. It was just a really awkward video.
Billy, can you describe his girlfriend for us?
Was it hot? Were you turned on?
No, it was
Describe his
just Joey
girlfriend.
Bosa. Looks like a very respectful person.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
What
Cool
about her
throne.
makes you
I
think
don't.
we're
I don't
that?
understand why this is a hot seat for Joey Bosa.
Me neither.
Because he was being a weirdo and using the massager on himself.
Okay, so you'd rather him be like
Erotically.
a certain quarterback and go out there and pay somebody else to do it?
No. Anyway.
I'm all in favor of robots taking masseuses' jobs if you're an NFL
No,
player.
he was. It was a funny video. Look it up. My cool throne
Look it up.
is cool records getting broken. The underwater bench press record was broken.
Okay.
It's basically this Russian dude just took a bench press, put it underwater, and repped it out 77 times, beating the previous record of 62 times.
How much weight?
Only 110 pounds.
Wait.
But does that weigh more underwater?
Yeah,
No,
that's
less.
weightless.
So I'm like, that's more of just a holding your breath thing.
Right, like a Navy SEAL.
So I'm kind of, in the back of my head, I'm like, I could do that. I could break that record.
In
But that's
worst
for another
case
time.
scenario, you drown.
Exactly.
Be
Fill up
ashamed.
the studio with water and test it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think we could probably find you some sort of a tank to practice weightlifting.
That would be sick.
That break the record.
Yes.
I'm going to find more of these dumb records.
And let's break them.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Summer plans.
Okay.
And
you of all people, yeah, you need more plans.
Well, I have no plans this summer.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Jake, your hot seat, cool throne.
Hot seat is frozen yogurt.
What?
Demi Lovato.
Oh,
Too
yeah.
soft.
She is not happy with the positioning of the toppings at a certain shop, and she called it triggering and harmful of the positioning of low-fat and low-sugar options near the checkout counters. And then she took it to Instagram.
I don't understand.
She, I think...
I have no idea what's happening in the world.
No.
What is this show? What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, this is a real story. Yeah.
I don't understand this.
I think it was that she wanted to be like diabetes ice cream.
Yeah, but she apologized.
Oh, okay, so we're all good. No
Yeah,
problem.
we're all good.
Fine, good. I'll move on. I'm not gonna carry that weight around. I did get Halo Top last night.
That's
so
good.
I
So
was
guilt-free,
I was
right?
wondering if that's problematic.
I don't know.
Halo
I
Top?
think it's disgusting.
Fair.
It's like the most you're almost eating ice cream, but you're totally not.
Correct. You know what it was? I saw the video that Big Cat tweeted out of the waffle
dude, how
being
good
turned
was
into
that?
the ice cream sundae, and I watched it and I was like, I really want an ice cream sundae right now. And then I went to the ice cream store's website on Seamless, and I was like, you know what? I have an opportunity with a click of a button to not do as much damage to my six-pack that I'm sculpting for myself.
Yes.
And so I went with Halo Top, and I regretted it, but it was still something
It's
sweet.
like just shaved ice.
Yeah.
Whatever. Whatever. I would rather just have real ice cream.
Fair. Cool throne is AFC Richmond because Ted Lasso is coming back July 23rd.
That quickly.
Yeah.
Fuck
Great
yes. Great show.
And within an hour of that announcement, the Super League disbanded.
Yep.
Right.
Can't help but
Richmond
notice.
not part of that group. But
Are they an actual team?
I don't think so.
I
fictional.
love the colors. I love the kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They are fictional, but yeah, that's
it's
great
exciting.
news.
Yeah.
Billy?
Spin Zone, the Super League, was promo for Ted Lasso come back out.
Ooh. Get everyone more into soccer in
I like
America.
that, Billy. I like that.
Americanized soccer.
I wouldn't put it past him because it was during the Apple Awards or whatever it is.
Yeah.
The showcase for the new apples.
He's got to come on
Interesting.
before the season 2.
Jason Sudeikis? Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah,
It
sure.
would be. He's a big time AWL.
Huge.
Yeah. I mean, it just makes sense.
I just want the kit. Really, that's all I need. I'm sick of seeing other people get mailed kits, and I've yet to receive an AFC Richmond kit.
Do you know that he's dating a woman in
Harry
England?
Styles?
No.
Oh.
Jason Sudeikis is dating a woman in England who's was a magazine model named Keely. Isn't that crazy? That's
Whoa.
the name of the woman
Is that
in the show.
Is that art imitating life or life
It's
imitating
crazy.
art?
Yeah. Real ones know who Keely Hazel is. She's OG.
Top Bun City.
Been around forever.
Okay. I'm missing something here, but that's all right.
No, you're not missing anything. I really just wanted you to put an ice cube on my erection.
Bonk.
We don't talk about that enough.
Yeah.
We did. We talked about it.
I
but
felt
2
like
days
I
ago.
was taking crazy pills
Yeah.
when it did kind of just get slid under
He's
the
a
rug.
ride or die guy.
And it was like, what was the process of elimination?
You guys are PFT. You were a father. You guys understand how it is.
Wow, that's fucked up.
The only real weird
You're a
stuff with
widow-
animals going on
widowed
in this
father.
show.
Wait, what'd you say, Billy?
The only real weird stuff with animals going on in this show.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Billy.
Hank, I do want you to walk me through your decision making when
Make a video.
You saw your dog with a giant boner. What ideas did pop in your head where you're like, no, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'll put an ice cube on his penis.
All right. You want my fucking thought process?
Yes.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Boner pops out.
Uh-huh.
Big ass dick just fucking hanging on the couch. I'm watching a movie. I looked at him. He was standing still, and I said, I'm just going to keep watching this movie and not even pay attention to you, and hopefully next time I look over, your boner's gone.
This is how girls feel in the morning
10
when
minutes
they can feel
later,
the poke in their back.
10 minutes later, I look over, and he is in the same exact spot, has not moved, and is looking at me with the saddest, help me eyes you've ever seen. So my fatherly instincts kicked in.
Yep.
And I Googled it. I had Googled it in the past that this is what people do. They're like, either put him in a bath.
You didn't even have to finish the sentence because it auto-completed because you'd already done it?
No, I didn't even have to Google this time because I already had the knowledge stored
Got
from
it.
last time. And it was like,
So Yahoo
it
Answers?
was like, put him in a bath. And I was like, that's way too much effort. I'm going to have to dry him off. He
That's
doesn't
too
like the bath.
sexual.
I'll just get an ice cube out and
So it came from your own brain.
Yeah, I audibled.
And did it go up instantly?
And the ice cube probably melted halfway through.
Oh my god! That was a hot boner.
You guys would do anyone listening that's fucking questioning this would do the same thing in this situation.
I said I had your back on Twitter. I said you were a ride or die guy. Like
if your son had a boner.
Hank, I think you need to invent like a scarf for his penis, or like dog shorts. Because it's out of sight, out of mind. You don't care if he has a boner. You just don't want to see it.
You just don't want to drag it all over the place.
Trojan Tantrix things.
Yeah.
Get him a dog fleshlight.
All right. Let's get to Julian Edelman. Before we do that, PFT, you had a quick word.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about Simply Safe. We love Simply Safe. It is the best home security system out there. You probably have a part of your house that feels a little less secure than you might want. Maybe it's your first floor windows. Maybe it's a French door. For me, it used to be my garage entry. Back when I used to have a house, the garage was always the easiest part to break into. Had a few break-ins in the neighborhood. Always thought somebody was going to sneak into my garage, steal my deep fryer for my turkeys. Then where would I be? But I never have to worry about that now because Simply Safe could take care of everything. Now there's no time, day or night, where you have to worry anymore because you know that your house is always going to be guarded. Even if you already feel safe, that might not be true of everyone in your home. If you've never had a conversation about that, it's honestly not a bad idea to do. It just feels really good to be able to press the home button on Simply Safe and hear the base say alarm on. Know that if anyone did try to come in, the alarm will go off. It gives you peace of mind. And the thing is, Simply Safe makes it so easy. It takes about 2 minutes to customize a system on their website. 2 minutes. If you go to simplysafe.com/PMT, that's SIMPLISAFE.com/PMT. The system is going to arrive in about 7 days. Then it takes just 30 minutes to set up. We've done it ourselves. It's really easy. Go to simplysafe.com/PMT, customize your system, get a free security camera. You also get a 60-day risk-free trial, so there's absolutely nothing to lose. Go to simplysafe.com/PMT. Now here he is, Julian Edelman.
Okay, we now welcome on our very good friend, future Hall of Famer, which we can talk about. It is Julian Edelman, fresh off retirement. I think we're the first show he's doing. I'm just going to say we're the first show he's doing. It's great to see you. We also, Jules, we got a little news about what he's got going on next, which is going to be great for him. That will actually be released on our Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, everywhere, because it can't be released until a little bit later on Wednesday, but we're excited for that, so we'll have that for everyone. But Jules, great to see you. Congrats on a retirement. How mad are you at us for asking you about retiring when you were totally thinking about retiring last time you were on in January?
Not at all. I mean, when you come on the show, when you come on here, you know nothing's off the table. And I was just laughing in my head like, these motherfuckers.
So you knew. Back, so you lied to us.
Yeah.
I did not lie to you. There were two roads that I was looking at. One was, plain, and one was not. And I tried to go down the plain road, and I couldn't do it. I can't do it right now.
Looking back, I do feel a little bad because I think if we had thought about your reaction a little more, it was clear that you're like, what the fuck? Like, who have they talked to that this is even maybe on the table? So I apologize for that, but a great career nonetheless.
Thank you.
So I joked about the Hall of Fame, but it's obviously not a joke. Do you see any of that shit? Like, do you see the debate? Because I got mad for you that people were diminishing your career just because they were framing it in a Hall of Fame and not just he was really fucking good.
I mean, you see it out there, yeah. You definitely see it. But it is what it is, Are you guys going to make the podcasting Hall of Fame?
Ooh,
I don't know. It's tough to say while we're still competing. Right now, we're just one day at a time.
Regulations, are you guys systematic podcasters? I don't know. Ooh. Do you guys is it because Dave's going to come over here and he's the guy that's, started this whole thing? I don't know.
Right.
These are all the questions that I ask when I think about, I think you guys are Hall of Fame podcasters.
Well, I mean, we might send Billy down to Tampa for a year, and then can we do it without him?
Yeah.
You know, you guys, when the moments are the toughest, I've always heard the best takes come from you.
Thank you.
When you needed a take in an absolute moment.
But Julian, does it matter that as podcasters,
your stats aren't there? Your stats aren't there.
Yeah,
so like, the stats are not there.
If you look at
you're not Howard Stern. I mean, we're not there.
Right.
But you know what? The takes are there.
Right.
So if you look at the longevity,
are there.
right? Like Howard Stern's a great example. He compiled a lot of stats because he had a super long career. But there are moments that it was big, like right around the Super Bowl. Later on in the season, that's when Big Cat, me, and Hank could be counted on to really step up. And sure, you know, we had some injury issues. We both had kidney stones.
Yep.
We've missed some shows here or there. But do you think that should be counted in judging us in the Hall of Fame?
I'm a guy that, you know, when I go to do something, I just go to win. And I just want to win. I didn't grow up thinking about a Hall of Fame. I grew up thinking about hosting a Lombardi Trophy. So, like, to me, I really don't know. But, you know, me to you guys, I think of all the things that you guys have done. I mean, there's a lot of great things there. Can you tell the story of podcast without you guys? I can't.
Ooh.
I cannot tell the story of podcast without you guys. So
here, I mean, I don't want to toot our own horn, but we're not gonna quit podcasting because we like bump our knee a little bit and get a little owie.
Yeah, but I mean, say you guys take a little too much Adderall, you're skinny. You know, you're walking down Old Manhattan and you slip and you hit your head and you know you can't think as well. I don't know. Would you keep going, or would you want to go out on top? Would you guys want to go out? I don't know these questions. This is theoretically speaking.
Yes.
So what about if Hank suffered an incident, or if Liam got hit by another car, God forbid, and he wanted to get back into podcasting, and he thought that the best way to get his brain back, maybe he would take a little performance-enhancing drug to be able to rejoin the show, to come back and win another title. Do you think that should be held against him in his Hall of Fame resume?
You know what? That's a tough one.
I would say no. Mm-hmm. I would say you want to be out there with your guys.
Yeah.
Hey.
No days off.
I want to be out there with your guys.
Yes. What? So, you're retired. You are retired. But
retired.
How long do you think? How many years do you think you'll be rumored to be going to the Bucs? Because Tom Brady's going to play for 10 more years. So I'd assume your name will be floated out there every single year that they might need an extra weapon.
How many years? I don't know. Probably as long as he's playing.
It's just going to be.
It also depends on the thirst level. If I'm throwing out a couple thirst traps out there, I'm looking like I'm in shape. I mean, it could go crazy.
If like something happens and Scotty Miller sprains an ankle, your name will be trending within 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Completely different player, but yes.
Right, but you get it. Did you see the video that was out there of Belichick when you returned your first punt for a touchdown, and Wes was on the sidelines right next to him, and Bill asked him, "Hey, you know who Wally Pipp is? He's the guy that got replaced by Lou Gehrig." And then Wes Welker was like, "Yeah, well, he can have the punt return job if he wants it. That's fine." Did Bill ever say anything to you like that when Gunnar first got on the field?
No. Never.
Did he look at you differently?
No.
He's like, "This is an old hat.
We
don't need this."
Would you have said?
I don't know, man. I was always in Gunner's corner. You know, I've always been Gunner's. You know, I give Gunner all my tips, and you know, it was kind of like, you know, I would compete again. I'm still competing against him, but like, you know, we're different parts of our career then. You know, I was 12 years in when Gunner got in, or 11 years in, and that was when like Wes was like 7 years deep, and he had it still going. So, you know, it was different. We also had a different relationship, me and Wes. It wasn't the same as, and Bill probably saw that. Right. He probably was, you know, digging at him a little just to get out under his skin to try to get him to play his best. That's what Bill does. He gets the best out of guys. So
yeah. You should root for Gunner because I'm pretty sure Gunner's like next 2 years count for your Hall of Fame career. Just like everyone just combined Wes Welker's last few years with your career. So you should be rooting for Gunner because enough years go by and everyone will be like, yeah, he was sick that 2021 year with Cam Newton.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see.
So you brought up thirst trapping. I know a lot of times like guys will say, oh, I'm going to miss the locker room. Will it be thirst trapping that you miss the most? Because I would imagine your body's not going to be in great shape.
You know, a good old thirst trap definitely holds a spot in my heart.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It's between number 2 and number 3 Lombardi. It's like your first one, your last one, thirst trapping, then your middle one.
Maybe, yeah.
I would say that this might actually help your thirst trapping career because you get to focus on all the glamour muscles that you might not have had as much time for when you were, just getting into football shape.
Yeah. It's the running. When you run a lot, that's what keeps you cut. And when you can't run, I don't know. This is whole new territory for me, guys. If I come out here in like 6 months and have full dad bod,
that's what
bad. I'm rooting for.
Yeah, I'm absolutely rooting for
I want to see you get fat, and then we can make fun of you, and then you can get thin again.
Yeah,
that would
bully you.
Yeah, that'd be the best cycle.
That's like that's America's story right there. Get someone down and then cut them down and get them back up. That's
podcasting 101.
What is your knee like at just in general of like walking pain? Are you going to the gym? Like you have to. I mean, we can't have Julian Edelman get fat. As much as I want to, you gotta be out there. Doing like, hey, happy Father's Day. Here's a picture of me shirtless. Hey, happy Mother's Day. Oh, here's a picture of me shirtless. Like that. That shit has to. Hey, Merry Christmas, guys. This is me at a pool.
Happy Yom Kippur.
Yeah, right.
We're gonna we'll keep some stuff going. Hey, we got a workout routine going, and my knee. I mean, it's different. It just doesn't function the way it wants to. When you're bone on bone and you're missing things in there, like you don't want to run.
Right.
It's one of those things where you not only don't want to run, you really can't. So finding a way to fill that void is going to be, my next life work.
You need a hobby. We need to figure out what your hobby is because I mean, you've told us so many times like what your workout routines would be like, how like you would be it's like cliche to say the last person out, but you would be working out all the time during football season. You need to find a hobby that can fill that void. Might I suggest frisbee golf, disc golf, excuse me.
You have to walk it?
Yeah. Bang chains, baby.
I mean, let's see how the shoulders are with the rotator cuffs. Maybe we'll get into that.
Ooh, those are bad too. So,
buddy, we're 13 surgeries deep right now. We're
13. Yikes! So. Again, I mean, I'm not saying like PFT had surgery on his foot.
Uh-huh.
I got bit by a dog. We didn't quit, but whatever. That's fine. That's your prerogative. That's fine. No, I have a serious question though. So obviously it sucks having to retire, having the end of the road. But is it a silver lining? Like you just know you can't do it instead of I physically can do it, but I'm not the same ability that I was. Because I feel like that would be hurt more if you were physically feeling okay to do it, but just weren't as quick or shifty. This is really like, hey, it can't happen. Like my knee cannot do it.
No, it's almost satisfying because I left everything on the field, honestly. Like, I'm not a greedy guy. What else do I have to play for? I set out to go out and make a team, try to win some championships. And honestly, I've accomplished everything plus more than I ever thought I would have going into my rookie year. Like if I were in my rookie year to look on to my career and say, this is what it's going to be, I would have said, nah, no shot.
Right.
That's how much work I had to put into this whole thing. And, it's something where I'm proud of my career. I'm proud of everything. I'm proud of the relationships, the teams I've been a part of. And, Father Time is undefeated. And, that's just how it goes. And I'm not going to go out there and try to play on something where you look like a bobblehead out there, like a 36-year-old old guy lacing up the knee brace, the back brace. I don't want to have that. I don't want to look like that. I respect the game too much. It's been too good to me. So, it's one of those things where if I can't go out there and be the player that I know I am in this league and that I've been for, a consistent period of time, I have no problem walking away because, I enjoyed the time that I did have in this league.
Yeah. The way that you're talking right now, you're actually making a great case for yourself for the Hall. Peter King's going to listen to that answer and be like, this guy gets it. Julian gets it.
He gave to the sport.
Yeah.
More than the sport gave to him.
Yes. You should say that you're going to have Peter King do your induction speech if you do get into the Hall.
If I ever do, one of you guys will do my induction speech. It'll be a duet from you two and father.
We would be like, so Julian, not really a Hall of Famer when you put him up against Reggie Wayne. Where's Hines Ward? Why hasn't he been inducted in?
I would just point to people in the audience and be like, that's John Madden down there. That's amazing.
What's up, Groods?
Yeah.
It would be sick. Yeah.
Yeah, you're never going to get in if that's your answer.
Yeah. They will
that's
keep
a
you
strike.
out for that.
If you're looking back, though, at your career, because you had a lot of amazing moments, obviously, like winning the Super Bowls, getting the trophies, is there one moment or one play that you think of and you're like, I'm the most proud of that play? Not necessarily your best play or the one that we all have seen in highlights a lot, but is there one play where you're like, that's who I was as a football player?
I loved the 3rd and 14 against the Seattle Seahawks, getting, when Tom hit me late across the middle and Cam Chancellor, put a little heat on me and hit me hard. And, that whole week going into that game, all we kept on hearing was the Legion of Boom, the no-fly zone, the this, the that. And, that was a cool moment when, I knew I got his best and I was able to get up and go and then, make a play in the next couple plays. Like that, hey, we're here to play. This is, we may not be the flashy, skill position group. We're not the Legion of Boom. We're not this, which I have nothing but respect for those guys. Those guys were studs. Earl Thomas, Sherm, freaking Chancellor. But, that was like one of the things. That was my play that I love. That that's hard-nosed football right there. That's what I always – when I transferred to receiver, it was always, can you make the catch over the middle?
Yeah.
And that was the catch over the middle in the biggest moment, So that was a fun play. And then I'd say my favorite memory would probably have to be when we went to Kansas City and won that game in 18. Just the sheer fact that my generation of Patriots, we never won on the road in the playoffs. And that was our first task going to the road. And we got beaten Denver twice by Denver, close games, last plays of the game. And, to go into Kansas City, which that place gets rocking, and that team's a really good team. And, to go in and get that W and against that the odds of that game, and it was special. That's a special one. The flight home, those are what you're going to miss, the flights, and that was a fun game.
So you just said your favorite play. Hank texted us. He said a concussion was his favorite play. Were you concussed in that play, the 3rd and 14?
Everyone thinks I was, but I wasn't concussed.
You got smoked.
I got smoked. I definitely got smoked. The thing is, on the punt return right before that, I don't know if it was that one, I took a hit pointer, and I've said this on air before. I took a hit pointer, and I could barely walk. But when a play goes, especially in a Super Bowl, everything, there's no pain. But in between plays, you're like, oh, shit, that hurts. Oh, no, that hurts. All right, say that. All right, and then we go. And so, after that, I was tired. We were going no huddle. It was a pretty big play. And I was, trying to get up, and Dola's right there. And, I couldn't – my hip pulled on me. I don't think I had a concussion.
Do you remember getting hit?
Yeah.
You remember the actual hit and how
I remember actually, I remember because it was 10. It was X stock 10. And I had the outside. I was the F. I had the 20-yard in cut. And they were playing a P coverage, meaning they were dropping a guy. So Tom was going to have time. They're given, they were given 8 defenders in the secondary basically. And so I was running late across the middle and I was 20 yards downfield, and I knew that anytime you're going late across that middle, especially that deep, you got to start thinking about the post safety. And that's their whole thing is they run that cover 6, which you guys will learn, whatever. So I'm going late across the middle, and I look at Tom. I kind of saw Chancellor, so I knew if you see the play, I braced for the hit. And
yeah,
I hit.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now, and for context, for people who don't remember it off the top of their head, it's 11 minutes left in the Super Bowl, and the Patriots are down 10 on their own side of the field. In 3rd and 14. So if you don't catch that ball, I maybe he punts. I mean, you probably punt because you got 3 timeouts, but it might change everything. It might change history there if you don't catch that ball and you're forcing a 4th and 14 on your own 30.
Yeah, no, it was a big part of the game, and that's what you try to do. That's why you lace them up, man. You dream for those moments.
Yeah. So along that line, I think, not to keep going with the Hall of Fame thing, but you obviously were huge in the big moments and the clutch moments. We always have had this discussion about the clutch gene. Did you feel like in a big moment, things got slower for you, or it's I just know I'm going to come through. I know that I'm going to make a big play here. And did you feel that with Brady?
There were a few moments in my career, where you feel that that zone where things are going slow. And in some parts of that game in Seattle, I felt that. In a very small amount of parts of the game in Atlanta, I felt that. And then all of the game against LA, I felt that. But those key moments and those zone moments you get, I always felt like I got those through the weeks of preparation, or especially with the Super Bowl week, you get 2 weeks. And I feel the first one we got there, I was so nervous and I wanted to go out and be able to make plays. So I made my routine. I sharpened my routine. I did everything that I did during the regular season plus more. And Bill does a great job of, he does a really good job of making practice hard. I know everyone says, oh, well, it's just practice. But when you're doing things in practice in certain situation, he'll just say in the middle of practice, all right, it's 3rd and 14. There's 1 minute you go, you have no timeouts and you have to get to here. Like in between a period. So he's putting that on you right there, and it's competitive period. And if you can go do it in practice, and you've done it in practice a few times, you're subconsciously you've already done it. So that's how I thought. That's how I've always dealt with those situations and those times in my career that you're really zoned in. It was always after those weeks of practice that you had those plays. I remember when Tom hit me on that one play where it was the tip ball and we caught it. I knew that guy was coming to me because we hit that play 3 times in practice that week. So regardless if I was covered or not, he was coming to that play because we're confident in what we saw that week in practice. So that's how it always happens.
So along those lines, I mean, everyone always says one of the great things about Tom Brady is that he'll throw to the open guy. He won't play favorites. If you're open, if you can get open, he'll throw to you. But were there moments where you would say to him yo, I'm in the zone. I will catch whatever you throw to me. Get it to me. I'm that guy.
We definitely had some times and some moments where he would just look at me and we would do something completely that we weren't supposed to do. And the coaches used to get on us all the time. All right, I know you guys are doing what you guys do, and we can't say anything because you guys execute. Because that coaches get mad with that kind of stuff.
Right.
Go and do your own thing. And there'd be a couple times where he would give me, a signal, or it'd be a quick out. And I knew he saw that I couldn't run a quick out here because this is nothing there. And I knew that he saw that we were backside and a slant would be wide open. I would just run a slant, and this guy would hit me on the slant. We'd go 15, 20 yards at the gate on it. That happened over in a Miami game in one of those heat games. We ended up losing I know we won that game. It was a late game, but that was in 14 or 2013 or something like that, where there'd be times where we would just kind of do our own thing. And because of the years that we had off the field, where we would go to Montana or we would go to UCLA, we'd go to all these places, and we would run the same play, which you could do like 5 different things on that same play according to each coverage that you get. And we would have some of our, friends that are out there helping us, like just try to cover, like 2 or 3 guys try to cover me. And like, even though they don't know how to cover, they could cover area, and he could read body language and I could read his body language. I could see what he would want. Those things helped us when we were getting to games.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That shit's fascinating.
I've always wondered if you watch the film of a Super Bowl after it's over. Like, do you sit down as a team and ever break that down? Or is it just one of those games where it's like, what happened is the end of this season, we're going to wait till next season, start over again?
You don't, because once you're done with the season, there's no more like film corrections or anything, especially after that game. You have the parade, you have this, you have that, and everyone breaks. But then like when spring comes and all of a sudden they'll have a cut up of plays, installation, because that's what spring is. You're installing the offense basically for all the new guys and whatever. Like you'll get like a play from here, a play from there, and then you'll get a Super Bowl play, and everyone's ears kind of get up and shoulders go back and like look, and the new guys that weren't involved in the Super Bowl are sitting there like, man, they're in the Super Bowl, or like that's when you see it, but you never really watch it as a team.
Yeah. What did Coach Belichick say to you when you were like, all right, this is the end of the road? Did he text? Did he call? I hope he called.
No, we had a wonderful conversation on the phone, and he thanked me and I thanked him, and I'll leave the words between us, but like it was something that was it really touched me, and because he's a man of few compliments, because that's his shtick. His thing is, I don't care who the hell you are, you're on the table to get MF'd if you don't do your job, which I always needed that. I loved that. My dad did that with me growing up. Like it was a tough love thing what I grew up with. And so like to, hear Coach say that some of the things he said, I mean, that was, that really made my farewell. That made it.
Did he like read off your home address? He's like, Julian, you still live at this location and you have this many people living with you, and just want to make sure that as you advance your career, you keep everything that happened in New England between us.
No, he didn't say any of that.
No. Did Ernie call you?
No, Ernie. I haven't talked to Ernie.
Oh no.
I love Ernie too. No, Ernie did not.
No, go ahead. Tell the Ernie story. Tell an Ernie story. You wanted to tell an Ernie story.
Well, Ernie's the kind of guy, bro. Like Ernie comes into the facility, and like we have like our cafeteria, and every day you'll see Ernie. He's an early bird, or he'll just be sitting at a lunch table with a huge ass like heirloom tomato. That's all he has in his hand. And he's got like a fork and knife, and he'll just be eating the tomato. And I always like bust his balls, like, "Hey, the tomatoes in season right now." Like he'd be like, "Yep, they are." Like he's not a real big talker unless you talk football. And over the years we've had an awesome relationship, and I always bust his balls on what he used to wear and stuff, because he was wearing these plaid suits from like 1970, like in like 2009, 10. And they came back in like 2014, 15, and then I'd be like, Ernie, man, you've been wearing that thing through the trend. He goes, they never went out of style. Like that. Like he just has these little witty comments that are awesome, and I'm gonna miss him for sure.
Yeah. Are you gonna miss doing the hype videos before the games? Because you were addicted to those as much as you were for doing the thirst traps.
You know what I loved. So that all started back in high school. Like I was the kid who, after the year was done, I worked at this place called the Rikus Center, which it was a training facility. It helped you like your speed and stuff, but it also had like a film studio, like editing studio, this, that. So I would always make all like the team highlight tapes after the season and like throw it on with some like AC/DC. And so that's where that all developed. But I mean, you got to throw a hype video will always be there, man.
You can do hype videos for your thirst traps.
Yeah.
Like show you getting ready to make the thirst trap and then have it all culminate in like one click of a camera with your shirt off.
Yeah, let me think about that. I like that.
How many times did you watch one of your hype? You were really good at them. I know you have a staff, but some of them were incredible by the end. Would you watch them yourself like over and over and over?
I would be part of it. Like sometimes I would be like, "Yo, I want this here. I want this," and like I had the last button.
Which one was your favorite?
I liked the cartoon ones when we were doing the cartoon ones back in 18. What was our cartoonist guy's name? Frazier. Yeah, this Frazier. We found him. And we got in contact with this guy, and he made like this Rocky one where like I was climbing the mountain, or the one with like the arrow, and and I caught the arrow and like looked it in the eye, and like I've always been a fan of a huge like awesome montage, like a 90s, late 80s movie montage, Rocky, Cobra, all those. That's just I loved those. I loved like music and guys training.
It could be a good little transition for you. You said you need a hobby. You could direct other guys' hype videos. You could put them together. You could be a writer of hype videos.
You guys started as writers and then became podcasts.
Right.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So who's one guy in the NFL right now that you would like to produce a hype video for?
And why is it Jameis Winston?
I like Jameis.
He could use one too. Like I feel like I saw that video that was going viral where he was like, I was the number one pick, and then everyone shit on me. I think he might win a Super Bowl with enough of your hype videos.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna I'm not gonna go with Jameis on that one. I'll let him do his own hype videos. Who would I give a hype video to?
DK. DK would make for an awesome hype video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's already hyped. I want a guy that's not hyped.
Scotty Miller?
Scotty Miller could be a good hype guy.
Get your foot in the door with Scotty Miller.
Yeah, so that you can cut him in the back. Yeah. You could just swap out like this next year's Super Bowl. Scotty Miller looks a little bit like Julian Edelman. Like you kidnapped him.
You go with the Burrow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we could get you doing bros. I was just going to add on to
comeback. You need the comeback hype.
Yes.
Like, it's kind of like Eye of the Tiger. You're back in the streets. You got to. You know what I mean? You've been trading what you really want for the glory, and then something happens, and then now you got to get back on your horse and fucking get back on top. So like that's the story I always liked.
I like that. You're passionate about that one too.
On the top. I don't want the guy on the top. I want the guy that's on the bottom.
Andy Dalton. Come on.
I think we get started with the Joe Burrow hype video because I can tell you're passionate about it. You already got the soundtrack for it with Eye of the Tiger, it sounds like. He's a knee guy. You're a knee guy. Knee guy to knee guy. It seems like a perfect fit. Although if you did do the Scotty Miller one, you could like add in like very sneakily a couple clips of him dropping the ball into his hype video and don't tell him about that. And that way when it comes out, it's like, hey, Scotty Miller really drops the ball a lot. I wonder if there's anybody else out there that could play. But I like the Joe Burrow one. I like that idea.
Me too. I like them both.
Yes. Who's your favorite teammate?
That's so tough, man.
Give us one. And then your least favorite, obviously. We need both. You could actually, you could say Aaron Hernandez, right?
Yeah. Easy way out.
That's an easy answer.
It's tough, it's tough for your favorite. You have like a group of guys that you came in with, a group of guys that you're around. Matthew Slater, we lived together for a long time. And him and his family have been an unbelievable influence on just me. I'm a wild man. Everyone knows that. And Matt is like literally like the Reverend. And we had like two polar opposite sides of everything. And like we lived together. And, when times were like, at its lows, my guy would always help me mentally. And he would always be the guy. And, when times were high, he was the one to remind me like, yo, this is where you know what I mean? So like, I loved him. Matthew Slater is he'll be a brother for life. The Rob Ninkoviches, we used to get after it. Danny, when he came into the picture, he was always an unbelievable teammate. James Devlin, like when James Devlin, he was an ultimate teammate. This guy would he didn't say much, but he would be in the weight room and he'd have his smelling salts, his chalk. He'd be all braced up to squat and he'd hype you up when you were getting in there, like, and he was just always a class teammate. Tom, of course. I mean, I love Tom.
Who?
Brady.
Oh.
He's been he's been like an older brother for me. But he was always kind of like, he was the older brother that, you hung out with them, but you had like your little slapdick friends too that like before you were cool enough to hang out with your older brother, like you hung out with. So I always, had those guys, and there's so many more.
I noticed you didn't mention Gronk. Interesting.
Gronk.
Why did you and Gronk have a falling out?
We never had a falling out. It's just, Gronk was like, he legit was like having just a big old teddy bear at work every day. So like, I would be an intense guy always. A lot of the time. I'd be a jokester too, but like I was very intense, and to have that, like, to have a guy like Gronk who the game just came so easy. This guy was like just having fun. Like you'd see him in the corner of his locker, like playing with like a tape and like laughing, and like, you needed that. You definitely needed that. So Gronk's definitely up there.
I think we should put your description of James Devlin there. That should be part of your Hall of Fame resume, because the excitement that you had there to explain someone getting ready to like go to war at the squat rack. That's a football guy. Like I could see in your eyes thinking about him just lifting got you excited in the moment.
Well, James came from a very similar story, man. Like he was defensive lineman at Brown. He was like a D end or something. And he worked his way to becoming, one of the best fullbacks in the game. Like we live and died by James. Like he did so much for this team, in the special team game. Like, and you never heard anything from him, and there was times where like I'd be sitting there and I want to say something. But then you look at a guy like James who he doesn't ever touch the rock or anything. And this guy is like just gun-ho, excited to be there, coffee, let's go, weight room, smelling salt. Like that's James Devlin. And those are the guys that you're going to remember.
Yeah. That one play they had in the Super Bowl, I think it was against the Rams, because he had to block Ndamukong Suh. And he laid a wham on him. And you could tell like he knew that he was about to get knocked out in that play. He was going to get run over, but he was like, you know what? I have to do this, and I'm just going to I'm going to run head first into this guy, and it worked. It worked. You had a couple big blocks at the Super Bowls too. How come people don't talk about your blocking ability?
I don't know, man. I just do what the team asked me to do.
I love it.
Yeah, put that on the resume.
That's a huge part. Like I remember, and that's a huge reason of our blocking as New England receivers was because of Chad O'Shea. When I first got there, Chad O'Shea just got there. I believe he's in Cleveland now. He went with Flores to Miami as the OC, and then now he's the receiver coach at Cleveland. But like Bill would always just say two things to the receiver. Just get open and catch the fucking ball. That's what you do as a receiver, all right? And then we'd go in the room, and Chad would be like, and compete in the run game. And we're competing in the run game. You catch the ball, and you compete in the run game. And, it was just, I had guys before me that were awesome blockers, and so that's what you learn when you're a younger guy. And, you can't be afraid to go in and block. It's an effort thing, and, and James Devlin, he's the type of guy that motivated you too, because he craved head injuries. This guy wanted to go knock himself out. That's when he knew he had a good block. So when you see a guy like that, then you're like, man, I got to go do the same thing.
Yeah. So we're gonna, like I said at the start of the interview, we know what Jules got going on next. We're gonna put it out on all of our social, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, everywhere when the announcement can be made. So make sure you check that out. But I know what you're going to be doing next.
He's going to be Jack Easterby's hype man.
Jack Easterby's hype man. The way you're talking right now, is there any chance maybe coaching?
You know what? No, probably not. I have too much. I want to have a life. I've lived this now for 12 years of literally 14-hour days. Get up 4:30. Get to the facility 5:15, body work, workout, ball drill, meetings, practice, more workout, more meeting. And the coaches are there for 18 hours. And the sheer fact that I've seen this group do that, if I were to go somewhere else and not do that, then I'm thinking all right, I'm already in the hole because I don't feel like doing that anymore. You know what I mean? Which I'll probably end up transferring and doing that in the next life. But right now, nah, I have no interest into it. Maybe I always tell the scouts, if you need a guy in LA to look a guy or receiver, work him out and look, because I always say what are we doing? Let me look a guy in the eyes and I'll tell you if he can play or not. That's what it is. It's in the huddle. When you're in a huddle, you there's false eyes and there's not. You need to be able to look a dude in his eyes and really see if that guy, if he's ready for when it's going to come.
Yeah, I like that answer.
Who had the best huddle eyes? Whose eyes were the readiest?
Brady's got insane huddle eyes. Brady, because he's already got the Zoolander Blue Steel look, and he give you that eye and Jules, let's go. I'm yeah.
We gotta clip that.
I think
that was that was Julian Edelman's entire career right there, summed up in a second and a half.
Yeah, the funniest eyes would be Gronk. Gronk would be looking at you that's the one guy who's got a great poker face. You just don't know where it's going. You look at Gronk's eyes and you think man, is Gronk tired or what's going on? And then he'd have a 50-yard catch and beat 6 guys, and he'd come in I'm a little tired after that one. And then he'd go stiff arm 3 guys.
Yeah.
It was a heck of a time.
Billy, you have any questions for Jules?
Well, yeah, let me do the last question. The Roback.
Okay.
Yeah, so use code PFT on Roback.com for 20% off your first purchase. Roback.com, RHOBACK.com, code PFT. They make the best performance polos, the only performance polos we wear. And for our guest today, we're going to give you a free Roback Performance Q-Zip on us. This is big because Billy is going to do the Roback question.
So my question is going to be pretty hard hitting.
Let's hear it. I'll tell you right now, my guy knows some football. I hear your takes, Billy. I listen. I hear your takes, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Football and frogs.
So many Belichick disciples have been hired as head coaches outside of the Patriots. And why haven't they been able to recreate the Patriot way outside of Foxborough?
Good job, Billy. Throwback question.
It's hard to go in and try to be Bill Belichick without being Bill Belichick. You can't just go in and demand, the respect and put this crazy, work schedule and this schedule and attention to detail and the practice intensity. You have to kind of massage that in for a group that has never really had that. You can't just go and demand it. Bill can literally, Bill's coached in the league for 40 years. He started with the Baltimore Colts, bro. He's been around this. He's seen every position, every type of player, in the thousands. So it's hard for a guy to you can't just go and try to copy what he does. It's not going to be you. I think that a lot of it has to do with that. A lot of these guys, they go in, they try to be a hard dick, or they try to be this, and they try to, they try to do everything that Bill does. You can learn a lot from that. And I don't know. I never played for another coach, and I'm not saying it could have been different. There's different circumstances with everything, but I don't think you can just go and demand, a team like you're Bill Belichick unless you're Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Good question, Billy.
Was there anything that he ever tried to do, like a new wrinkle that he tried to add or a different way of doing things around the building, where he recognized that this way wasn't working and had to walk it back and be like, I tried something new, didn't work, let's go back to the old way?
Yeah, there was a time where we were talking about team unity or something, and guys started putting cornhole in the locker room, and then we ended up losing a game or something, and we go right in. There's no more cornhole, so it was gone. But Bill does a great job. He's evolved, man. He's an evolver. That's why he's been able to stick around and do the things that he's done. I mean, having Tom Brady has obviously helped a lot as well. But he's very in tune with evolution. I remember when it was 2000, 14, and he'd bring in, a bunch of a group of leaders, and he broke down to us all right, guys, we got a new generation of guys. This is what, this is how they're learning in college. This is what we're going to have to end up evolving to. This is how they, they're not just like this. They're guys that are going to be like this, and they've been on this, and, so he's always thinking about that.
Yeah. I mean, I do think that a Belichick and a Saban, we joke about how set they are in their ways and how old they are, but they do clearly do something when it comes to the evolution of, how they think and what they're changing year to year.
Definitely.
I mean, you saw it in your time. You went from – there was a time when you guys were throwing the ball everywhere, and then you became a power running team.
I would – yeah. My rookie year, and then was 2009. We had Moss, Welker, Joey Galloway, and we were throwing a bunch. We were kind of lost in that whole – we were just – we didn't have really an identity. And then the next year we got Hernandez and Gronk, and we completely evolved the game to, matchups and chess matches where, all right, if they're going to have sub personnel on defense, we're going to keep our 12 personnel in. And if they go big boys, we're going to spread them out. And then that became a trend now. Look at the tight end position. I mean, he kind of started that. If you think about it, he had Gronk and Hernandez. Mm-hmm. That was the beginning of that whole athletic, this tight end is the baddest dude, let's do these things, for these guys. So, I mean, he always builds his teams to what he has. So, that's what he does.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so this has been awesome, man. Again, tune in 9:30. We're going to drop it everywhere.
What's this thing? Well, I was hearing you guys talk this Billy Football was talking about he's getting on a keto diet or something, and you're getting on a meat diet?
Yeah.
Well, Billy, he cycles us on and off of diets pretty frequently, but he didn't do his research because apparently keto is the last thing that you should do if you have kidney stones, which most of this show does have kidney stones.
So you guys aren't doing a meat diet?
I think I'm going to do OMAD.
What is that?
1 meal a day.
I was gonna send you guys some meat. This meat.
Yeah.
This,
oh yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yes.
No, we're doing the meat diet.
We're doing meat diet.
Going
this meat
carnivore.
It's insane.
Yes.
I need it right over there by that. What is that? A Colorado Kool-Aid right there? Coors.
We got Coors. Yeah. Colorado Kool-Aid. We're stealing that one.
Shit. We're cutting that. We're cutting that and stealing
crazy
it.
Thing.
Yeah.
Being a West Coast kid, and then I went to Ohio for college. We always drank Coors Light and that brand of beer, and then I went out there, it was Miller and Bud. I was like, what's going on?
Bleep those.
Yeah.
Bleep those. We'll bleep those.
Sorry you had to deal with that.
Yes.
Bleep those. I was more of a Colorado Kool-Aid guy.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, well, Jules, thank you. And again, everyone check out 9:30. We're going to put it everywhere. Awesome things coming for Julian, and you're always welcome on this show. You're a recurring guest Hall of Famer and a Thirst Trap Hall of Famer, so there's 2 Hall of Fames right there.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, guys.
Most guys have tried different ways to last longer in bed, but thinking about baseball doesn't always work. The folks at Roman, an online men's health company, are changing the game with Roman Swipes. It's the secret to longer lasting sex. Roman swipes are a clinically proven way to last longer in bed. Hey guys.
Yeah.
Maybe the Super League could have used some Roman swipes.
Oh.
Would have lasted a little longer. Roman can ship swipes to you in discreet, unmarked packaging, and each swipes package is small enough to hide in your wallet for whenever you need it. They're super easy to use. Just take the swipes out of the packet, swipe it on, let it dry. You're good to go. That's it. Go to GetRoman.com/take. You can get your first month of swipes for just $5. Choose a monthly plan. Go to GetRoman.com/take.
Okay, we're going to finish up with some FAQs. Reminder, go watch where Jules is going to be on our Twitter and Instagram, and we'll retweet it. Fun stuff for him going forward. Awesome interview by him. Also, before we do FAQs, a little housekeeping. Billy Football, our son, I had a talk with him last night because I was getting frustrated, and it was a situation where I didn't want to keep getting frustrated. So Billy's going to go away for a month and a half at the end of next week.
He's retiring.
He's going to basically. I'll actually explain the whole thing.
This is much better explained as being like the Rumspringer, like with the Amish,
Yeah.
where they go out into the real world. They sow some oats. Billy just wrapped up college. He's going to have fun for a couple months. Come back refreshed, and at that point, Billy, you can decide whether you want to rejoin the family or be shunned for the rest of your life.
Right. The way I put it is Billy. On Sunday, he came in a little drunk, and then on Monday, he came up to me and was like, "Hey, I accidentally booked tickets to on Wednesday," and I said to myself,
"Classic."
I said to myself, "I'm tired of being the bad cop with Billy all the time and being the guy who's got to yell at him because then I get mad at him, and then it comes through in the show, and people are like, don't be mean to Billy.' It's like, well, he's half in, half out right now, which I understand because it's your senior year. So I told Billy, I was like, listen, why don't you go?" Enjoy your senior year. No regrets. You can have fun. You don't have to worry about this show. You can fucking ball out. And then when you come back in June, and I told you, pick a date that you're ready to go 100%, want it all out of your system. And then when you're back, you're ready to roll, and you actually will, not frustrate me. Hopefully.
It's very fair, to be honest. I've been, half in, half out, doing as much as I can, but also, try. Yeah.
Half in, half out. Yeah.
Like, as much as you can is not true.
But I also, in the next coming weeks, I have stuff like finals, senior presentations.
Enjoying your time with your boys.
Right. Family stuff.
Stumps, all kinds of stumps that need exploring.
Yeah, so here's the deal. Billy's going to go. He's not going to come to the office. Next Thursday will be his last time in the office for a month and a half. He's not going to come to the office. If he wants to Zoom in, he's more than welcome to, but we're not going to expect anything from him. That way, there's no disappointment, there's no anger, there's no frustration. It's just Billy's gone for a little bit. If he wants to check in, he's more than welcome to because we love him and he's part of this show. And if he doesn't, and he wants to just get drunk for a month and a half, 2 months, 3 months, whatever, when he comes back, we'll be ready to roll.
I cannot wait to come back.
Don't make a don't make a promise.
You will get 100%.
Okay, as soon as school's over and your month after school's over.
No. Yeah, I'm going to come back.
No, I told him, PFT. I was like, June. He was like, I'll be back June 2nd. I was like, Billy,
really,
maybe
it's a hard date.
A couple weeks after that.
So how about
pick
this,
your
Billy?
date?
No, I'll be back.
Can you give us a report of how you spent your summer vacation?
You will. You'll come back with one. That'll be your only assignment.
But I'm coming back in the beginning of summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is your summer vacation.
Yes.
Your spring's, your
Yes.
early summer vacation.
Yes.
True. Spring break.
So next Friday we'll have our last show with Billy for at least a month and a half in person, and we'll do something special for it. And then we'll send our little boy off to graduate, and then that will diffuse me having to be the strict parent with you.
True. I mean, not many college kids also podcast. So there's a little bit of
right. You're doing an incredible job.
No college kid has ever had a part-time job.
No, Billy's right. The schedule that Billy's been forced to keep up between.
No, I'm very grateful for
3 podcasts a week.
You guys.
Yes. All right, but we're gonna kick the hell out of draft week, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Yep.
We're gonna maybe get some shit going for draft week.
Oh yeah, we got Chipotle bowls to analyze. We got all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. All right, we'll have a special draft week. I'm excited for that. All right, let's do some FAQs.
Ask for some high FAQ related. Given the day today, what is your guys' weirdest experience high?
Weirdest experience high. I went to go see. I saw 311 perform on 311 Day one time in New Orleans, and it was my first time ever seeing them play. And when they do that show, they play for like 5 hours. Mm-hmm. And so being high and then getting sober and then being high again, I'm like, I thought that they played like all mixed up 6 times during the course of their set. Anytime that you're high for longer than 5 hours at a time, things start to kind of mold together a little bit, and it makes it an awkward experience.
I would say I don't know if eating mushrooms also counts as being high, even though it's 420. But in Madison, I walked all the way across a frozen Lake Mendota and then back, and on the way back, collected a bunch of like wood and timber and branches and thought it was like the coolest thing ever. And was like, I'm gonna fucking decorate my apartment with all these branches and it's gonna be like a fucking tree house. And then I woke up the next day and there was just like my whole apartment was full of trees.
You turned into a squirrel.
It was fucking so stupid.
You're like a beaver.
So stupid. Yeah, but it was sick.
I would
at
say,
the time.
I would also add when I took MDMA in Hong Kong, and then I started laughing because Carla Niles was so fast. And I started laughing so much that I started to cry.
That's beautiful.
Because a man was so fast on the field.
Hi, boys. I'm looking for advice from Billy.
Oh, he's a great one to give it out.
I'm a model, and I have a casting for a national brand athletic wear company. In the video, they want me to show how hard I train when I work out. But being a model, I literally only do cardio and light body weight exercises. How do I convince them I'm an athlete?
What you got to do is you got to do burpees.
Yeah.
But do one really good one where you jump, like almost do a worm and then bounce up off your arms. You can do that because you're light and you don't have that much body mass, and that looks super athletic. And then also do stuff like any sort of like pull-up repetitions, but just splice it so it looks like you're doing a bunch of them, but it's really just you doing it once.
Is this a male model or a female model?
Does it matter?
No, because Billy was answering like it was a female model.
No.
Pull-ups.
He says he can't do any weight training. So
she/her.
Okay. So show that you can take a hit. Get tackled, and then people be like, that's an athlete.
Yeah. Pull-ups is a good one, though, Billy. Yeah. Pull-ups is like one of those ones where you're like, oh, that person knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Not CrossFit pull-ups, though.
No, not the kipping.
No,
kipping are fucking bullshit.
Big Cat, cleaning question. Do you still pee down the sink to sanitize it?
I do still pee in sinks. Not often. It's more out of just like, I don't know, a little bit of boredom, a little bit of like, I'll be like doing the dishes. One thing they don't tell you is when you have a kid, there's like 17 loads of dishes every single day. So I'll just be standing there doing the dishes, finish the dishes, be like, job well done, pee in the sink. You know, just kind of a treat for myself.
If you have a dog that drinks out of the bowl.
What about it?
Just pee in the sink.
What?
What?
You know how dogs drink out of toilet bowls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My house does it. My house has locks on everything.
Oh, so you're making sure that your dog's not drinking your pee.
Got it.
Okay.
That's the one that gets forgotten about for the flush sometimes.
Understood.
Yeah.
I will never know the pleasure of peeing in a sink. I think you have to be at least like 6'2" to pull that off.
Mm-hmm. There's small sink. We'll get you one.
A private sink just for peeing?
Yeah, we'll build you one.
I've been thinking about like how cool would that be to just cut a hole in your wall of your apartment and you can just like piss out the wall.
Yeah.
Nobody would ever know.
Or a trash hole.
Yeah, exactly. It would just feel like mystery water, the air conditioning water that hits you every summer in New York, which by the way, that's another Who's Back of the Week is mystery water when you're walking down the sidewalk.
Big time. Just getting jizzed on.
Speaking of high, how come some podcasts randomly go higher than you guys in the podcast ranking sometimes? Does that mean they get more listeners?
Good question.
No, that's a great question. No, it does not.
Ranking.
I think so. If you start a new podcast, your podcast is always going to be. It just goes to number one. That's just how it works.
We've been around for so long that we forgot. Like that also happened to us, and we also did tell everyone like we're number one.
I was like, I'm bigger than cereal, bitch.
Right, but then you realize, okay, that's not exactly how it works. The way that the way to like realize the success of shows is episodes. So if you go to the episode page, you can see where shows are ranked. And that's why, we'll see the chirps every now and then. Be like, oh, someone else is number one. Just look at the episodes, bitch. We're there. I mean, I think we're number 3 overall in the world after Monday's show.
What?
Well, yeah. We're usually around there.
Number 3 in the world? Behind
Monday's number 1.
Behind both most recent episodes of Call Her Daddy?
No.
Sports.
Yeah. No. 3. I'm talking about 3 overall. Yeah. Episodes right now. I'm looking at it. Murdered, Sierra Jogan.
Rip.
See, that's what I'm saying.
The Daily, A Difficult Diplomatic Triangle. Part of My Take, NFL Draft with Daniel Jeremiah, Super League with Troops.
Okay, so
and then Dax. What's Blake's fucking stupid friend's name? Dax Shepard.
Is that like 3 of the top 6 are either our podcast or 2 people that were immediately on our podcast? You said Troops and Daniel Jeremiah.
No. That's the name of our show.
Oh, okay.
Description.
I thought podcast up there.
Are you high?
But either way, we see it. Obviously, people tweet us, tag us, whatever. If you have a new podcast, you should take the victory lap. But also know that if we tweeted every time we were number one, we'd probably have to tweet like 300 times a year.
And also, Billy, if you wanted to get murdered on your little vacation that you're going to take, and that way we could have Jake try to track down who your murderer was, that would probably do wondrous things.
So you guys do a murder podcast?
Yeah.
About you.
Let's go.
Go listen to
I'll-
The Case,
I'll work
by the
on
way.
it.
Kirk's podcast, very good.
I listened to the first episode. It was good.
Yeah. I'm going to binge it because my brain cannot handle not binging things. It's the worst thing that has happened with like today's entertainment.
I watched a documentary last night, and when it was over, I was like, is this over?
Yeah, right.
I was like, where's episode 2?
Right. What was the we know?
Just we know.
What do you mean?
We just, shave your beard. We can tell.
Oh, binging.
Fuck, that was a fat joke.
Yeah.
The problem is I'm wearing a black shirt today.
I was gonna
so
say.
when I wear a black shirt, everyone like a little life hack for anyone who's which isn't really everyone knows this, but like if you're a little bit fatter and it's springtime, buy a bunch of black t-shirts and you're guaranteed to have people be like, "Oh, have you lost weight?" It's like, "Nah, dude, I'm just wearing a black t-shirt." So then I forget that I am technically obese. So when Hank makes a joke like that, it goes over my head.
Well,
because I'm like, dude, I look hot right now. I'm in a black t-shirt.
When I saw you today, I was like, Big Cat's definitely wearing the shirt that he wears when he feels fat. But that's probably because I've known you for a while.
No. This was, if I'm really feeling fat, it's a sweatshirt. This was the first really warm day having to wear something not a sweatshirt.
Short sleeves, yeah.
That's what this is.
You look like a guy at an anime convention that's in charge of like the stage lighting.
I'm like a late version of Jerry Garcia when he just wore black t-shirts.
Sup Honk, PFT, and Big Cat. What item of food would you eat knowing you only get to eat it while you're high and it's the only food you get to eat while high?
Cool Ranch Doritos and salsa.
That's 2 foods.
Water.
No, you don't want water.
Yeah, I want
That's
some water.
the only
dude.
thing you can eat when you're high.
Ice cream. Ice cream's the best. Ice cream's the best no matter what.
But like,
Ice cream's a very good answer.
Ice cream is so good. Ice cream. You know what?
so you're gonna like wake and bake
Is
on
ice cream having a
Saturday
moment?
and crush a pint.
Is ice cream getting re-apexed?
I don't think if we're doing like the pantheons of creams, is ice cream in the top tier? Because you got Cream, the band.
Yep.
You've got
The song Cream.
the song Cream.
Yep.
Casual's Everything Around Me. You've got Cream Pies, the donut.
Yep. Cream
And
pies.
Cream
the
Pies,
sex.
the videos.
Category.
Yep.
The category. And then after that, Cream Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, I think it's probably in my top 5 creams.
Creams. Yeah. Yeah.
Creamsicle
Oh,
orange
what about
is pretty
what
good.
about Balco? The cream.
Cream but you need the clear to make the cream.
That's true.
It's like
It's Oreo.
It's like a Brady Belichick thing.
Yeah, yin and yang.
But what's the question again? What would you eat?
Ice cream.
Pussy. Yeah.
Ooh.
Bonk. Yo, I just rewatched the old Barstool video of Big Cat and fights in the demo derby blindfolded race. My question is, if you did it again, would you rather have Hank or Billy Football giving you directions?
Billy.
Not my best moment.
Not your best moment. You confused right and left a lot. I was blindfolded and Hank had to tell me where to go, and it was a disaster.
Well, it's like, whose line? It's like, do I go left? I was like, right. Meaning,
Wait,
yes.
what? It was like whose lines that you were doing a bit?
No, well, that's how it played out. It was just kind of a shit show. Again, not my best moment.
We were facing the same direction, by the way.
Right.
Right. So we had the same left and right.
Has any other media member ever got mad about a joke you said about them?
Oh, good question. Great question.
Rappaport did not like Leroy scooping him on the Gronk news.
That's right.
He texted Big Cat, was like, why is everybody being mean to me online?
Yeah.
It's because a dog fucking beat you to the biggest scoop of the summer, bitch.
Everyone was going after. I'm trying to think. Who else have we? Well, I mean, I guess Rick Pitino would be. If it is him that's stalking me and PFT now, that would be it.
I mean, this is not your content was all.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Ravel.
he's a fucking weenie. He's such a fucking.
Did you see the Kyle Pitts thing?
No.
Nope. All right, last one.
Okay.
Thank you, Hank. That's our producer, baby.
I mean, it's all time. I can't believe this. Okay,
No.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Are we going to get to see Coach Doug's lead Lewisco to a national title this summer when we're stuck with just baseball for 3 months?
Ooh, I don't know.
What do you mean stuck with just baseball? Show some appreciation
and the
for
Olympics.
the
Ever
beautiful
heard of it?
sport.
I think here's what I'll say about Doug's. At some point at some time, somewhere, he'll come back, but it won't be when you expect it. That's it. It'll just happen, and it'll just be like, hey, I'm doing. I actually, you know what? I'll say this, Hank, because we discussed this. The 1-day stream. That's what we'll do. The 1-day full season stream, where it's just like fire it up, play a full season, and that's it. So we'll do that at some point, somewhere, sometime. Who knows? Numbers.
37.
32.
18.
73 from Bubba. 888.
Billy.
I said 32.
Animal fact?
32.
30.
Yeah.
Oh, 99. Oh, nice cooler. We got a new cooler. Holy shit, this thing is awesome.
That's the Coors cooler.
Yeah.
It's a
fuck.
Colorado Kool-Aid cooler.
99.
Yeah?
T-Rexes could actually do push-ups with their arms.
Because they could, like, push up.
No. They actually would get up using their
What is it?
71.
small arms.
Oh, Bubba's so close.
Damn, this looks so nice now that we're not, like, on a... Also, shout out Billy. He cleaned the studio. I came in, and after, because we had that talk yesterday, I was like, oh, Billy showed initiative. And then Hank was like, no. I asked him to do it 3 times today.
Yep. Love you guys.
Talking away. Well, I don't know what I'm to say. I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shining away. Oh, I'll be coming for your love, okay. Shining away. Oh, I'll be coming for your love, okay. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. Needless to say, I'm all saying, but I'll be stolen away. Slowly learning that life is okay. Say unto me, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Say unto me, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. Oh, things that you say, yeah, is in life, just to take my worries away. You're all the things I've got to remember. You shine away. Oh, I'll be coming for you anyway. You shine away. Oh, I'll be coming for you anyway. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day. It's Pardon My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.